Hey, it's Mark Lanier with your video thought for the day. Well, I'm still reading through Joshua and I hit a passage today that candidly, I just don't like. I mean, it's true. It makes a really important point. It drives that point home, but I still don't like it. Sorry. Here's the passage. First, the backstory. By this incredible set of circumstances, Israel captures the city of Jericho. It's that first big invasion capture. And the walls came tumbling down. And God had told Israel ahead of time, everything's to be destroyed except these precious metals, which back then included not just gold and silver, but bronze and iron. And those were to be kept for God's purposes. And they're important. They're important for weapon manufacturing, tools, all sorts of things can be done with them. So God says those things are be tendered over to the priests for God's usage as he dictates later. Well, this fellow named Achan is involved in the battle for Jericho, and he steals a bunch of this stuff that's supposed to be dedicated to God. He steals gold, silver, iron, bronze. He steals it, hides it in his tent under a blanket or whatever. And Israel goes on to fight the next township, which is called Ai. And as they go to fight, they get defeated. And Joshua's like, God, where were you? God says, no, I'm still back dealing with Jericho because we're not done with Jericho. Someone stole from me and broke covenant, was unfaithful. And so Joshua chapter 7 kind of lays out that story of Achan. And as it lays it out, the first verse says, but the people of Israel broke faith in regard to the things that were devoted for God, the metals. And then it says, because Achan, the son of Carmi, son of Zabdi, son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah, took some of those things devoted to God. And the anger of the Lord burned against the people of Israel. Now, isn't this interesting? Achan's the fellow who did it. But Achan is described as the son of Carmi, the son of Zabdi, the son of Zerah of the tribe of Judah. And God's anger burns against all of Israel. And the lesson here is that when we sin, when we break faith with God, it doesn't just affect us. It affects others as well. It affects our families, our friends, those close to us, but those we don't even know. It affects our community. Are you familiar with the phrase, the butterfly effect? The idea that something very small can alter something very large. There's an old 13th century German proverb that Benjamin Franklin reworded that said, for want of a nail, the shoe was lost. For want of a shoe, the horse was lost. For want of a horse, the rider was lost. For want of a rider, the battle was lost. For want of a battle, the kingdom was lost. And all for the want of or missing a horseshoe nail. Here's the bottom line. I don't like this because I sin and I break faith, and I'd love it to just be a consequence I have to deal with, but it's not that way. When we are unfaithful to God, we hurt those around us, we hurt others. The ramifications are far and deep. And so I don't like this that much, but it's true and I need to know it, and so do you, so that we more readily live faithful to God. I guess that's the reason why I've made this your video thought for the day.